Well, I'm sorry to meet you on terms like this, but if you can just briefly tell me, like, what were you doing this morning? Where were you headed? Walk me through what your morning was like.
I had a appointment with my chemo doctor this morning. I got done with that. I got on the freeway. I think it's around Nelson and 70. And went west on 70. Got through downtown. As I was going 70 east on, or sorry, 70 west on the downtown exit, or past the downtown exit, gold Equinox, flew past me on the right side of the emergency lane. Um, didn't think anything of it. It's just people in Columbus drive kind of crazy. And I got to about Grant and 70 West. Um, or no, not Grant, 70 West, East Mound and 70 West, where the juvenile detention center is. And he's probably 20 car lengths in front of me, and he goes from the far right lane to the far left lane, and I'm in the second lane from the left wall, almost stops in that very first lane on the left to the left of me now. And as he stopped or slowed down, I heard a loud noise, and that was him shooting into the my truck. Um, and from there, I took off. He tried to keep getting in front of me, and I didn't want to let him in front just because I didn't want him being able to stop me and keep shooting. And while I was trying to get away from him, I was on the phone with 911. Um, and they wanted me to stop, but I didn't want to stop with him actively being able to get in front of me because I would have nowhere to go. Um, and then finally at 70 in Hague, he um, got off the freeway and I pulled over and was waiting on an ambulance and the police to get there.
So he shot at your windshield and the glass shot back
No,
at your face.
he shot at my door and the round went through the glass of the door, and because I had my face pointed left, the round skimmed here.
Oh my gosh. Um, why do you, so you believe this was not a road rage incident? Why?
Yeah, I hadn't had any interaction with the gentleman other than when he came around me on the right side of the emergency lane, but there was no reaction from me. Didn't bother me. People drive crazy all the time, but I would say a quarter mile down the road, he decided to go. Um, sorry, my phone just did something weird.
Okay.
Um, he decided to go from the right to the left, almost stop next to me and shoot. And that was the only real interaction that I had with him. There wasn't, I mean, besides me trying to get away from him after he shot, there was no back and forth, no brake checking, nothing like that.
I mean,
And
Jesse,
then I
what?
think there was
Yeah.
multiple vehicles involved too, because there was
Mhm.
a lot of cars trying to go around him when this all happened.
So do you need stitches in your face?
Yeah, they're getting ready to take me up to their surgery center, I think, and they're gonna close the wound here and debris or get all the debris out of the my cheek and stuff.
So is your car totaled or just that glass broken?
I don't remember. I know they towed it to the impound.
Are you grateful to be alive?
Yeah, it could have been a lot worse. I remember seeing the hole in the window, and it was, I mean, damn near where my head was.
You just barely missed that bullet.
Yeah,
Well, Jesse, thank you for speaking to me today. Is there anything else you'd like to share about this incident?
just I don't. The roads are getting worse in Columbus. This seems like an everyday occurrence now.
Mhm.
I just
Um,
wish they would do something about it. But it felt kind of like a cop out when the police were calling it, or whoever's calling it, a road rage incident. to make it seem like it was like mutual and it wasn't. I mean, even with him coming around me, I just minded my own business for that exact reason because, people are crazy in Columbus when it comes to driving.
Hmm. They are. And they say when you see people driving erratically to just kind of stay back, and it sounds like that's what you were doing. Were
Yeah,
there a lot of cars on the road? What time was this all this happened at for you?
about 7 o'clock, just a
Seven
couple minutes
o'clock.
before seven, maybe. Yeah, there was a decent amount of traffic. And
Have,
I'm just surprised nobody else kind of called in or said anything about it. I mean, he was he was everywhere on the freeway, and the only thing that I was trying to do was get away from him at that point.
I mean, I can't even imagine. You said you kind of blacked out, right? I mean, you were. How do you how do you even process what's happened? That all happened so quickly. It sounds like.
There's a dash cam. I'm hoping they got some of it or they can recover it. So,
Oh, so you had a camera in your car?
yeah.
Wow. Do you have that just in case of instances like this?
Yeah, I got rear-ended a couple of years ago, and since then it's just been easier to have that, and that way, if anything ever comes up, you can just send it straight to the insurance company.
Well, good thing you had that camera.
Well, hopefully they will try to recover anything off of it. I was trying to explain to them how to do it, and they didn't seem very interested in doing that. So I don't know.
Does it like go to a cloud? Like, is it an app you have on your phone that it connects to, or no?
I think it's a cloud. My husband handles all that stuff.
Okay. And so have you told your family that you're okay? How are they handling all of this? Are they with you?
No, I've been trying to get a hold of my husband.
Okay.
I know he knows I'm here and I'm okay, but
Mhm.
they weren't going to let him come back, and he's at home with our daughter right now because she's freaked out about everything. So I mean, he
Right.
knows.
Well, Jesse, I wish you a speedy recovery. Keep us posted, okay?